That's the point of the movie. The Beatles get deleted and some random dude steals their songs and gets famous. These are some Kevin and Zarinte. You see Vasily Kamansky call out Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz to a slapping match on his Instagram. Now, I can't say I saw that. I also am 100% sure that will never happen. I haven't kept up with Conor McGregor in a while. He just kind of faded out of like my mind for a bit until I saw he made like an absolutely dog shit post on Twitter about God, what was it? I think it was a comedian whose wife had passed away, and he was like making fun of him for it. He's just an absolute piece of shit. And he said like he is Ireland. Like Ireland is, everyone in Ireland loves him, but apparently most people just don't fucking like him at all. That's kind of his thing, I suppose. How? It's not like he was going to fight that guy. It was just an unrelated comedian. Let me see. Let me see who the comedian was. UFC star Conor McGregor takes aim at Irish comedian PJ Gallagher, and I think it was for his wife passing away. Oh, he did delete it. What a big tough guy. Yeah, all I have right now is the transcript of it. He deleted it. But yeah, this just actually feels like another cocaine-fueled delusional rant from a complete weirdo. He deletes half of his tweets. And I guess it wasn't his wife passing away. I guess it was his wife leaving him. I guess. I thought I recalled it was her passing away, but same thing, I guess. It was talking about his mental health after splitting with his wife, which is interesting because doesn't Connor have like actual PTSD? Isn't he kind of open about his own mental health struggles? These are some Spoons, Brince, Prince, and Baltorb, and Ryu. Probably has CTE. Well, that's a given. But I thought I remembered him going on some rant about like PTSD or something. Let me see. Like I said, it's been a while since I've kept up with Conor McGregor. He's fallen off. Yeah, Conor McGregor's trauma over witnessing an MMA death. Granted, this was like 6 years ago. Ooh. Take-Two went after Goat Simulator for showing a clip of GTA 6 footage? No. That's news to me. Thanks, Risa Blapis. Not much hacky. Tweet had nothing wrong with it. Don't get why people care about it. I mean, he's just a douchebag. Like, this isn't just being like the UFC villain. This is just being an unreasonable, unlikable asshole. It's just a comedian who made a joke about him. And then he's shitting on him for having mental health troubles and his wife leaving him. Like, he just looks like a bitch here. I think he's a tier 1 big buggins. But it's definitely better than I thought it was. I thought it was him mocking him for his wife dying. So I misremembered that detail. How does he look like a bitch? Because he's hurt over a comedian making a joke about him. So he goes and whines and then makes this heated post about his mental health or whatever. And there's blood on my flag. I am Ireland. Like, he just looks very insecure. He clearly got hurt by whoever this is making a joke about him. How does he not look like a bitch? He feeds off clout. Well, then he must be starved because this man had a colossal fall off. Nobody talks about McGregor anymore unless they're making fun of him. So that man has got to be famished if he feeds off clout. Did he retire? I thought he did. Like, I thought he did, but apparently not. He's apparently hitting the juice kind of hard to come back from what I read. Oh, he broke his leg pretty bad? Is that what it was? He's still the biggest MMA star? Probably. But maybe, like, more as a joke now. The MMA community keeps hyping up Paddy the baddie. I only hear Conor McGregor talked about as, like, the butt of jokes. Is Paddy hated now? Oh, man, they're turning on everyone real quick. Thanks, you give Submatic. They just had that huge PR push for Paddy. Adesanya was huge, but he lost. Now people I've seen shit on him. But I've always liked Adesanya. I think he's cool. He's a weeb. MMA fans fickle? I guess, maybe. Thanks, resub slide. Khabib. Khabib's gave, like, McGregor that last little bit of CTE to finally ruin his fucking brain. Khabib's a fucking legend, man. What did he finish? He finished, like, fucking, 29-0 or something? Oh, that's pretty cool. No, definitely no. It's not even cold over here. Thanks to the bits, Luton. It's beautiful in Tampa. Yeah, it's nice. It's not cold. It's got a nice like nippiness to it. Doesn't Adesanya like Andrew Tate? I have no fucking idea, man. I'm not his PR manager. I can tell you who loves Andrew Tate though. Can't stop like absolutely like praising him every chance he gets, even though it cost him his job. Is Carlos from G2, former G2. Ocelot. Man started one of the biggest esports orgs and threw it all the way just to suck Andrew Tate's dick, which is wild. He posted this today, and I couldn't help but get a little bit of a cheeky smile on my face. I heavily support Andrew Tate in many of his beliefs. He's a good man who deserves all the good that he's experiencing. I met many people in my life, and he's without a doubt one of the best men I've ever dealt with in 32 years of life. He is exactly the type of man you believe he is. he lost his job like way prior to this tweet because he was at like a party with Andrew Tate. I don't think he ever should have been like fired or anything. And granted, he wasn't fired. He was just put on leave, and then he decided to abandon the company. I hate to see it. Yeah, I used to think Carlos was pretty interesting. I used to watch his streams quite a bit, like on early Twitch. And then he started G2, and man, look at what that's grown into. And I always liked Carlos's attitude. Like, he just seemed like a carefree kind of like, you know, get crazy kind of guy. And then he got a little too crazy. And then he tried doubling down. It didn't work. So then he tried sucking up and being like, oh, you know, this isn't what I meant. This is taking some time off to reevaluate everything. Oh my goodness, what a misunderstanding. And then he decides to leave the company and then comes out with one of these bad boys. So then he comes back to try and play the tough guy role.